Live. Oh. What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Shouldn't let your friends use it either. I'm Mark the Monster, and I am the tangled piece of dental floss of professional wrestling. Hey, wait. That didn't sound very cool. Why'd you write that? I thought it would be funny to have you... Sorry. Yeah, that was kind of rude. Anyway, I'm Mark the Monster. I am the leader of the Puppet World Order. This is Don't Say the F Word. This is our weekend wrestling show. We are going to be talking about everything that happened in the week of pro wrestling and combat sports. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The big guy, this knucklehead right here, and his illegal brother-in-law, Joe, they're probably just going to talk about AEW All Out. What a show. I just want to know what everybody thought of All Out. Go ahead and drop your score 1 to 10. How did you rate All Out? I had a good time. I thought it was a fun show. It got a little violent, perhaps a little too violent. I think lines were crossed potentially. Really enjoyed it. What else do I got to do here? You still gotta do the sponsor thing. You gotta do that. Oh yeah. Don't forget promo code Don't Say the F Word at Prince Nana Coffee. There you go. You save yourself 10%. Fresh roasted coffee delivered right to your door. Podcast 15. You can save yourself 15% on your first sticker order at the Sticker Lounge. That's right. Get your own stickers made, just like we have right here. Right here they are. That's our stickers. Yep. Weatherproof, vinyl, good stuff. We also make our own stickers. If you guys want some of those, hit us up.
Hit them up.
What else? What else do I got to talk about, Joe? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The merch table. Merch table's open. Link in the bio. You can get some cool shirts. We got Don't Say the F Word shirts. We got I Like My Coffee Strong and My Suplex is German. That's a good one. Joe, you know I have 2 shirts on there.
You got 2 shirts on?
It's 2 shirts with me on them. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Emotional Support Monster, that's there. And Do a Moonsault Jelly Roll. Do a Moonsault Jelly Roll is only available till the end of this month, and then that's gone.
Yeah, I thought you had like 2 shirts on right now. Like 2 shirts on.
No. I mean, it was a little chilly this morning, but still just rocking the Puppet World Order shirt. Okay. Not yet available at the merch table, but it will be soon.
All right.
Wake up. Nudge, nudge. Buy one.
There you go.
Joe,
yeah.
I'm going to let you and the big guy get into this more, but was All Out too violent? Did they cross the line?
Maybe about 3 matches, I would say so. Yeah, 3 matches, but it was worth it.
All right. Well, that's your opinion. We're going to hear what the big guy has to say. Without any further ado, here's Jeremy. Why would that be what I would enter to? Why?
I think
he's such a silly butt down. He's just goofy.
I think he's still thinking about your older side of you when you went to violence. So I think that's where you get it from.
I guess there's really no need to beat around the bush, right? You want to just jump right into All Out.
Let's go.
Is there a point to talk about anything else that happened this week?
I can say this. My prediction came true.
It did.
Not the way I planned them up, but they're coming true. Yeah, they are coming true, y'all.
Yeah, you're having a pretty good track record for things you predict happening. I guess we'll touch on one thing from SmackDown. I think there's only one thing to talk about, right?
That's about it, yeah.
Cody's going to face Solo in a cage match.
In a cage match. That is it.
That's unexciting, to say the least.
And
the prospect of it being Jacob Fatu was kind of exciting.
I thought it was going to be that.
It being Cody and Solo in a cage. This is just my opinion of being a really just ridiculous wrestling nerd. I think having them try to hype up those two's cage match 24 hours before Hangman versus Swerve in a cage happened really took away from WWE's main event. Like, it didn't help them at
No, I
all.
didn't.
Like, if you were just a WWE fan, I mean, good for you. I think it was probably a good thing to have. But if you're just a wrestling fan and you're comparing those two things, they're not even on the same level. It's not even close.
Thanks.
Would you agree?
But
Not even close?
I'll say that's best. That's good, right? That's good enough right there.
Yeah.
It was the main thing they talked about that had ticked off SmackDown was Cody and Solo. Then they do it, like I said, I called it again. They are doing the Benoit and Booker T for the United States title. They're doing that with
They are. With Carmelo and Andrade.
Yeah.
We also had the re-debut of Giovanni Vinci.
Poor guy.
Really quick loss to Apollo Crews. The story going on is that they're not happy backstage with his debut. I think that's completely bullshit. They had him lose in seconds. There's nothing for them to be unhappy about. Like, if they booked it like that, how are you unhappy with his performance?
I guess they want to see him do some moves or something.
Someone put that match together.
I know.
Someone greenlit that. It wasn't him. So I think that story coming out is going to play into what this character becomes, actually. I think they leaked that intentionally for story development. But that's really about it for SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nothing earth-shattering. Let's get into All Out, because that's the talk of the week.
Mm-hmm.
AEW really solid pay-per-views this month. Man, I put up that meme of the three-headed dragon of All In, All Out, and Bash in Berlin, and Bash in Berlin looking goofy. Man, that's a lot of people are mad.
They mad?
Yes, a lot of WWE fans take it as I'm like comparing things that aren't comparable all of a sudden. That I'm comparing AEW's WrestleMania to just some random throwaway WWE card. First and foremost, if you're getting your feelings hurt over a pro wrestling meme, evaluate some things. But it's important to know. I enjoy WWE and AEW. I am a fan of both promotions. I am not an AEW mark who only WWE's like the word. I enjoy Bash in Berlin more than Joe enjoyed Bash in Berlin, because I thought Randy versus Gunther made up for the entire card. I thought that match was at such a level, it made it. Everything else was okay being average, because that match was so top shelf.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I got kicked out of that little meme. I'm like,
yeah, I was just having some fun, guys. Having some fun. I'm a big WWE fan. That's why we got Tsunami Physics shirts and stickers available. So don't get too offended. Don't think I'm like shitting on your favorite promotion. I'm not. No. Just calling it like I see it.
I admit, I'm the one that bashed it last week, 2 weeks ago. I said I did not like it.
Joe tore into Bash in Berlin, and I defended it, and yet I'm over here taking all the heat for the meme. but man, AEW is just really putting on great shows. Last night was no exception. The 0 Hour, you had the Acclaim versus Iron Savages. You had Rhodes and Guevara and a Hologram. You just had some good wrestling. The 0 Hours, really just a hook to kind of pull people in.
Yeah.
You had the Bang Bang Gang versus defeating Dark Order. Nothing about that was meant to stand out. It's the 0 Hour. It's meant to get you on YouTube and like, hey, you should probably order the pay-per-view. Good matches, solid. I have nothing to complain about 0 Hour at all. I think it was just what it's supposed to be.
That's what's supposed to be. 0 Hour, yeah.
Then the main card starts, and we start off with MJF versus Danny Garcia.
I wouldn't thought that'd be the opening match, but hey, it was opening match.
Yep.
Opening match. I would. I have two different sides of my opinion of this match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so MJF defeats Daniel Garcia. I think they wrestled a really good match, but
But uh
my, my fear of this feud, I feel kind of held true in that I don't think MJF elevated Daniel Garcia. I, I think Daniel Garcia pulled MJF to the mid card. Good match,
it was good.
solid B plus A match, but I don't know. Where do you go from this?
Mm.
We ended with Danny Garcia kicking MJF in the nuts post bell. So is the feud not over? Is we going to continue this for some reason?
Well, uh, rumors speculate. I'm just saying rumors, y'all. Now I don't know if it's all true or now. Rumors is Garcia has not resigned yet, and they're trying to keep him to get him signed. They try to make him feel happy, and
Yeah.
I think MJF would be the main reason for him to get MJF would be like a top star he would face to try to keep him to stay, but
Yeah.
it really ain't working out his way. Just saying, it's
And
really not working out.
they've made their rounds together. I mean, they were on the indie scene together. There's history there, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
The story coming out is that the offer made to him is way beyond what WWE would ever offer him. Um, Here's the thing. Tony Khan has the money to offer people ridiculous contracts. That's just a fact. It's not a big deal. Um, it's, People are saying, "Oh, it's a bad investment." Listen, no one has a hobby that is a great investment. Like none of us do, literally. None of us have hobbies that are great investments that we look to turn a profit on. AEW is Tony Khan's hobby. No one should ever get it twisted to think it's something different. Um, I just don't know what you do with a Danny Garcia, and it's not to take away from his ability in the ring. I think you stop having uh, Matt Menard do commentary during his matches. I think that's awful.
That's
I've
a
always
great
thought
partner.
him talking was awful. I don't like it. I thought commentary took away from that match entirely. The commentary of that match kept telling you what they were doing ahead of time, and I don't understand why.
I thought it was just a glitch.
No, they were telling you. It's like they had the layout, like they sat in there as they sat with a producer to put the match together. Like we're gonna do this and this and this, and everyone at the commentary table just read that to us before it happened, and it really took away from the match. Like
I,
commentary
I,
hurt that match.
I thought it was just my little TV acting a few seconds slow. Like, oh, okay, it did just happen. Yeah.
No, they just kept telling us what these guys were gonna do, and I don't understand why. It was just bad commentary for that match, and not just Matt Menard. Matt Menard sucks with being able to hear him speak. Bad, I hate it. But man, just giving away what was going to be happening, I didn't understand the reasoning behind it, and I felt like it took away from the match. So a match that I would have said, for sure I'm iffy. I lean more toward B minus even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. There was no chance MJF was losing that thing too, which is a big factor.
I thought they were gonna have him do it. No, rumor was they're gonna have Garcia do a clean victory on him as well. That was another rumor.
Maybe next time, because I guess we're going to run this back after the nut shot, which I don't think helps MJF or Danny Garcia. I think there's another route for Danny Garcia to go to stand out.
I think Danny Garcia, he ain't got a heel face, but I think they try to make him a heel. He still got that baby face look, that baby
Yeah.
face trying to figure out where to put you at look. And right now, he's he like the 1, 2, 3 kid. He's at the 1, 2, 3 kid stage.
He just needs to find his X Pac.
Yeah, I'll just give him a great example, y'all. He's at the 1, 2, 3 kid stage. He got to find the X spot. That's the best way I can say it. That's the best way I can say it. It's the best way I can say it.
That's funny in the worst possible way. Now we move on to the tag team title match. The Young Bucks versus Claudio and Wheeler Yuta, which I thought this match was going to open the show. It didn't.
I'd rather be the CEO, but that's me.
Yeah. I did skip right through that.
Okay.
What'd you think of Young Bucks versus Blackpool Combat Club?
It was good. It was good for a tag team. One that I'll say is one up there in the good tag team world. It was a good match.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I texted Joe during this match. Well, just after the match. That, man, the Young Bucks still get me. I thought they were going to lose that match as it was going on. Prior to, I'm like, hey, no way, you Bucks ain't dropping the belt. But they did the match in a way that I thought Bucks aren't going to get this. Like, they're not going to pull this off. And then they did. And I was very happy with the match. It delivered.
And then my brain started ticking. Like, if you watched in Claudio's and all them, they had that little mean look on their face. I'm like, something's up here.
Well, you've been reading Claudio's facial expressions for months now that Claudio was going to be the guy, and we'll get to that. We then have what I'm not even going to wait for the segment. We're not even going to get to match of the week segment. I'm going to tell you what it was right now.
Oh shit!
Will Ospreay versus Pac, whatever. That's match of the week.
I can definitely agree with you on that.
It's on my match of the year list already. That match was good.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna have be the triple threat for the IC with Dragon Lee, and Mysterio, but then that Pac and
Pac and Will Ospreay blew it out the water. That was a good match. Beyond a good match. Like, that's Okada Omega level of a match.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold that match in high regard, man. And they just
So yeah, I was gonna have to be that, but then I don't think nobody else could beat that for the rest of the night. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. I just don't think it could happen. I mean, it's gonna be hard to top that for the year. Right now, it's up there with Orton and Gunther, and I think it was a better match.
Mm-hmm.
But needless to say, Will Ospreay retained, and just all in all, darn good matchup.
And also how they did the move, and he did the Hurricanrana and landed on his feet from the top rope. Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah. A+ match. Just an A+ match. No doubt about it. I did not watch Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander Chicago Street Fight.
I did playtime kiddo, so I can't say nothing to y'all. Sorry.
I got nothing for that one. We got Okada versus Cassidy versus Tashida and versus Mark Briscoe for the Continental title.
It was
a lot happened in that match.
A lot happened, but it was. I say it was good, but it shouldn't have came on before that match. It shouldn't have came on before that match. That's all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, and then that got followed by the Mercedes versus the Sheeta match. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't watch
it. Me either.
Look, I tried to watch it, y'all, but then you got a 6-year-old that's trying to drive you crazy, and you gotta maintain to a 6-year-old. Sorry, y'all.
And we got Bryan Danielson versus Jack Perry, world title matchup.
Ooh, that was okay. This is what I'm gonna say about this. It was good. I really thought Christian Cage, gotta say it right, we're gonna get that briefcase cash in, get for the title. Then you see the the whole crew. Then you see the rest of the BCC comes out, stops them, and then. Well, I've been
So
saying for like almost the past month and a half, 2 months now.
so before
I've been
we
saying
get to the ending, what did you think of the match?
the match. It was Jack Perry. I gotta give the kid props. You hit him in the beginning, but now I guess that New Japan overseas he took off for a while. It really helped him out.
Jack Perry had a great match with Bryan Danielson. It was anyone who questioned whether it was the right time for Jack Perry to face Bryan Danielson should put that to rest. I think he proved that it was in fact the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't. I I wouldn't have thought that match would have been as good as it was. I mean, you have Bryan Danielson in there, so of course you're going to have a good match. But he really elevated Jack Perry, in my opinion,
Yeah.
and it was just really good. I never thought Jack Perry was going to win. Jack Perry's not the guy you're going to let retire Bryan Danielson. But then whenever Christian came out after Jack Perry lost,
Mm-hmm.
and it took a lot to put Jack Perry away. I like to let Jack Perry go out strong, being defiant. That was good. Um, I thought Christian was going to cash in, and maybe you were going to see an Edge return and help him win for some reason. But then Blackpool Combat Club comes out. They stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever Mox first came out, I thought Mox is going to turn. Mox is going to attack him. And then everybody else comes out. I'm like, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe they just gave up on whatever they were doing with Mox, and we're just going to go back to the Blackpool Combat Club. And then they turn on Bryan Danielson.
I could say this. It came to me during the match. Well, after the match, when you see them all standing side by side, he had the same exact clothes on as Mox did, Carlos.
Yes, he did.
I like it. Then that's when
Yes, he did.
ooh. Then that's when it clicked on me like, this is his partner he's talking about.
It's definitely not the angle I thought they were going with this. Like, I did not think that Mox's whole thing was going to be, I'm just going with, I'm kicking Danielson out of the Blackpool Combat Club. That's not what I thought this story was going to be at all. I think you certainly didn't have it because you thought it was going to be Mox, Maria Shafir, Will Hobbs, and Trent.
I did.
Neither of us kept him with anyone from Blackpool Combat Club.
I know.
So we can go ahead and we can just throw these predictions away. No point keeping that.
It did, but then.
But why?
It's like I said, I knew Claudio was going to turn. I had a feeling it was coming soon, but I wasn't expecting it this way.
Right.
And also, like I said, it's about time for the Blackpool Combat to just break up, go their separate ways. I mean, like start a new faction, but when you think about it, you got Mox and Claudio who got out of the four with like the meanest looking ones, then Danielson and Wheeler. And then when you add Pac to it with his bad self, yeah, it works out better.
It'll be interesting. Because it'll be interesting. Does Mox face him?
No drinks on the table, girl. Quick, no, that's my drink. You don't drink. No, don't touch my drink, girl. It's too much caffeine for you. I know it's good. That's all you're gonna take.
Does Mox feud with Bryan Danielson now? Is Mox the guy who retires him?
I think it's gonna go Claudio, then Mox, then Pac. No, Claudio, Pac. No, Pac going after Ospreay. So cross that off. It's gonna go Claudio's, then Mox.
That'll be interesting. That will be interesting.
And I'm gonna say the chick, she gonna go after the CEO.
Somebody probably wipe her off the card, but too bad she's under a long contract, so she's going to be there for a while.
Yeah. So that's why.
Do you think the plastic bag was too much?
When that happened, I started thinking, where the hell did he get a plastic bag from anyway? By the ring.
Mox had it in his pocket.
Oh, he had it in the pocket. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as he pulled it out, now, a few weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, there was a lot of talk about Eddie Kingston wanted to do the plastic bag spot. It's from an old like Terry Funk match or something, and Kingston kept wanting to do it on Dynamite, and Tony Khan said no, wouldn't let him do it. Said absolutely, TV Turner's not going to let us do this. We're Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever. Like no, we you can't do this. And he kept going to him, and he was like constantly like, no, you're not doing the plastic bag spot. And then Mox does it on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of
taken down, and now I get taken down.
Yeah, they're not showing. They won't show it anywhere. They're not replaying it. Probably a bad idea for anyone to throw it up on YouTube because I bet YouTube's going to take your stuff down.
They got the picture of the bag, but not the whole.
Oh, do they?
Thing.
That's what they're showing.
They just showing the picture.
I'm surprised they're showing anything.
They showing it. They got him laid on the floor with the bag, but not when moving.
So I don't know how that like works. How do you gimmick that? Like I know at one point Danielson did tear a hole, but it was still like he was still sucking his air inside the bag. That's why I don't understand. Like
I would say
I never seen the original, so I never seen the Terry Funk spot with the plastic bag. I've never seen that.
Okay, if you see the bag, how they put the bag around your face, the bottom part got a little opening so the air can go through there. So as long as they go like, you see them, the bottom part.
So he still get the bag suction visual, but he's still getting oxygen through it.
He's still getting oxygen.
I was like, I don't understand the work. I know there's a gimmick to this. There's some way they're doing this. I never seen the original. I don't know how Terry Funk and then I think it was, I can't remember who it was. It was Funk and somebody. But I never seen the original. I never would think I'd ever see it. JR seemed really bothered by it, which sold it a little bit more. And then we go from that level of violence to the cage match between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland.
I'm just gonna say this. That center block wasn't real, y'all. Just so y'all know.
You don't think that center block was real?
Nope.
For those of you who haven't seen it, like they took some bumps on a cinder block. It didn't break. I mean, it scratched Hangman's back up instantly whenever he hit the corner of it.
But if that was a real cinder block in the ring itself, the way they both landed on that cinder block, the ring would have did more than just that little wobble, and that cinder block would have had more vibration to it.
So you think the cinder block was gimmick somehow?
I'm saying that cinder block is a gimmick cinder block. Even if you did get hit, land on the cinder block, Swerve wouldn't have been able to get up that damn fast and start doing some more moves. Hangman, when he got, what were they doing that weird thing? I can't think of the move, but when he did the little Swerve did and landed on his side of the back, if you watch that again, it didn't really hit his back that hard, but it scratched it. So I'm just saying that cinder block is one of them real looking fake cinder block, but it's kind of softy and hard enough to don't break to look real.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. I mean, there's always a way. There's always a way in the magic shop they can make something happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to believe it was a real cinder block. I want to buy it. I don't know why you would do it, why you would take those bumps, but I choose to believe that cinder block was legit.
Okay. I don't want to ruin nobody's parade, but I'm just saying that cinder block, they look real.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it may not have been. It may not have been.
Now that needle to the mouth, ooh, that was.
So I couldn't see that it come through his cheek. I get that
I
that's what they
couldn't tell you.
said, but I don't know, man. I don't know if that was too much. The
Mm-hmm.
putting the needle through his cheek was too much. That's where I draw the line. The chair shot afterwards,
The chair,
um,
sir. That was great. That was great.
clearly a gimmick chair.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone can relax. The chair was gimmicked. It wasn't done safely. I mean, he took the unprotected chair shot, but it was a gimmick chair. But it sounded incredible.
Yeah.
You know what's not a gimmick chair? Don't say the F word. Cell phone holders right here. We got these. These bad boys are available. If you need one, hit us up on the Instagram. Got
Mm-hmm.
these. Just gonna throw that out there. Um, Hangman Page wins.
He wins.
Knocks out Swerve Strickland with the chair shot. What'd you think of that unsanctioned match? So beating Swerve doesn't put Hangman in any higher standings, doesn't affect his rankings, doesn't hurt Swerve's, but I
I
mean,
say it gives Hangman his first win against him. What's up? Girl?
I think the feud gets to continue. I think we take a break and this feud continues. They
Yeah.
will circle back. These two are joined together forever.
And another spoiler alert in case you didn't know. Before you start the show, they announced that Swerve and MJF is taking time off right now.
No kidding.
Yeah,
uh,
just so you know that. But
it's a good way to get Swerve off TV. I don't know why. Like MJF just came back.
I don't know. I can understand Swerve. Swerve needs some time off. So,
Swerve's been putting in the work. MJF just came back.
yeah, Swerve been for the whole, uh, probably the whole year 2024 and part of 2023. He had it going on.
And the burning down of Swerve's house. That was a great work that they did for AEW. It heightened this feud. It made it a bigger deal. I don't know why Joe keeps getting a thumbs up by his head. I don't know how
I
you're
don't
doing
know.
that.
I don't know how to do it.
Can I do it? See, it
Yeah,
doesn't do
you
it
can
for
do
me.
it. You gotta hold it. Your thumb
Uh,
up in a.
but I mean, what a great way to really throw some more gasoline on the fire that is the feud of Hangman and Swerve. I think it's good to take Swerve off TV for a while, sell that, let Hangman start to rise to glory, and then Swerve can come back and ruin Hangman's life again.
Right.
I took a little heat because I commented on Busted Open's thing where they talked about the burning the house down and the work, the making it a big deal on social media. Swerve bought his childhood home, only to have it be part of the story, and it worked a lot of people. And I said it's better than the bracelet. And man, people got mad about that. I'm not saying the bracelet's bad. I'm saying burning down someone's childhood home is a better thing in a blood feud than a bracelet.
They got mad about that.
People got mad about that. But I'm just like, it's not. And again, I'm not. I'm enjoying Punk versus Drew. That's why we have a Punk versus Drew shirt available at our merch table. But we also have a Swerve versus Hangman shirt
Hangman.
available, and they're both bad guys. So this was a blood feud match where the good guy didn't win. The bad guy didn't win. Nobody won, in my opinion. You had two bad guys. They're both heels. Swerve Strickland's not a babyface. Hangman Adam Page is definitely not a babyface anymore.
Nah, but
Could Let me ask you this. Clearly Swerve can become a babyface somehow. What he's done is evil and he shouldn't be able to, but he can. Because he's got a good entrance music. And he's got Prince Nana. Big shout out to Prince Nana Coffee. Promo code, don't say the F word, save 10%. Can Hangman Page ever be a babyface again? I don't think he can.
ooh, I'm gonna say this: the Hangman that started in beginning AEW,
Is dead.
he was kind of boring. He was kind of
But that
it's kind of
was
boring.
the Hangman Page story. is the story of AEW.
Yeah, but
The whole
then
show's for him.
but then when they came back, had that new theme, better look to it. It had a better. That one, this version fits him better than the
He's a
beginning.
better heel than he ever was a babyface. Like, he is a really good heel.
And now he ain't really coming out dressed like a cowboy no more. He coming dressed out like a normal person, but still got the little cowboy theme to it, but not
The,
that.
the feud I would like to see is this Hangman versus this Jon Moxley.
Ooh.
That's what I'd like to see.
I wouldn't say it's gonna happen just yet, but it might happen here soon, but not now.
So at the end of the day, Joe, how do you rate AEW All Out 2024?
Well, since they got the little violence in there, I'll give it a straight 9.
I can agree with 9. Comparatively speaking, was this the best show of the last month? All Out, All In, Bash in Berlin. What show was the best?
Ooh. Okay, well, the Bash in Berlin definitely at 3rd place. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Ooh. Kind of tough one between the in and out. Toughy.
It really is, right? I don't know which. I think.
Okay, I'll say out number 1 and number 2. Last night was out, right?
Yep. I'm gonna flip it. I think All In was number 1 show because you had the cliffhanger of will Bryan Danielson win. That's what did it for me. It made All In the number 1 premium pay-per-view for the month or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think All Out was an easy number 2. I mean, you watch each show at a different time, you can feel a different way. But the AEW has delivered in the pay-per-view department from the last month. We've established our match of the week. We are both in agreement. Will Ospreay versus Pac. Who's your wrestler of the week, Joe?
My wrestler, it's soccer, but that fire did it for me. So Hangman Adam Page, the fire did it for me. Out of everything that it was another person, but then that fire, that speech,
the promo before the fire. That's what
the whole story, how he did it.
That's why Hangman gets it for me too.
Yeah, the way he started, like, remember you at my house, now look where I'm at. Like, ooh.
They have been long-term telling this story, and I don't think the end is anywhere in sight. It ain't over.
Mm-hmm. No,
like that cage match is not the end.
I know.
I don't know how this feud ends, or if it ever does. I kind of hope it doesn't, but yeah, definitely a good week of pro wrestling. We will be back tomorrow to preview Raw.
Mm-hmm.
But what was most memorable for you last night and All Out?
Most memorable. I'm going to say the whole BC turn against Danielson. The whole BC turn against Danielson.
That's with questions.
Mm-hmm. I can understand. I already knew that. Hey, man, Paige, yeah, you knew that was going to be something. But the BC turn against Danielson. I called it. I wouldn't expect it to go that way.
You said Claudio was going to turn. You thought it was going to happen sooner, and you didn't have Mox worked into the equation. But you said Claudio was going to turn on it.
I did say that.
Where does Wheeler Yuta fit in? Wheeler was
Danielson partner.
Yeah, he's Danielson's boy.
Simple. Wednesday. They're going to just tell him, make a choice. Us or Danielson.
And he's got to choose Danielson, right?
He's going to choose Danielson. But or they might just not even do that. They might just say, you always been the weak link out of the group. Bow. Take him out.
Could do that. I think it'd be interesting if he chooses Danielson and then he turns on Danielson and he eventually costs Danielson his career.
Uh,
Solidified heel.
Wheeler ain't got that look.
He does not.
He don't got that look.
Does not. Well, that's our recap of All Out. Solid 9 from both of us.
Mm-hmm.
We both enjoyed the show. Both think AEW has delivered in pay-per-views this month. Really standing out against WWE. But Joe, you got any famous last words before we wish everyone a happy Sunday?
I do.
Oh,
Alrighty. So you remember I told you about the little project I actually do Friday?
yeah.
Alrighty. So this is what the project's gonna be. You're gonna like. Trust me, when I say you're gonna like it, you like it.
All right.
All right. I had to come up. I was trying to think of a good name for a new little segment or what you want to call it up for the show. And then boom, I thought of it. I was gonna call it What If, but then that didn't really have a good name to it. So if you look at the way I had you do it, the new segment of the show will be called Get the Pen. Get the Pen. All right.
I have a pencil handy.
That'll work too.
All
so
right.
This is how it's gonna work out. So it's gonna be happen next week, live Sunday. And the reason why I'm giving you the week in advance because this is gonna be like a week-long process thinking of what to do.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to do like no 10-minute thinking, like do it right here on the spot. Let's have a whole week of thinking of how this will play out. So what's going to happen is we're going to go back in time on famous wrestling moments that had that what if to it. That historical moment in wrestling that everybody knows about. And what better way to start off with the most famous what if at the 1996 Bash at the Beach. And that best what if it truly was Sting that joined the NWO, not Hogan.
So I'm gonna, if I had the pencil, how would I have booked Sting being the third man?
And how would you do the whole NWO from? Ain't got to be a long time frame. Just good. Whatever you want to do about it. Even if you want to rewrite the whole Finger Poke of Doom or the whole whatever, whichever one you do. Don't got to be long. How would you write out Sting?
So what if Sting was the third man?
Yeah, so just think about
it. How would I have done the NWO run? From Bash 96 to pretty much
any way you feel like it.
Gonna run to 98? Well, I'll figure out how I'll plot this out.
Yeah.
I will figure out how I would book that. So all of you are here for the Week in Wrestling today. Next Sunday, new segment. If I had the pencil, how would I book the 1996 Bash at the Beach with Sting being the third man to join the NWO instead of Hulk Hogan? And then how do I book the NWO story that follows?
That's it.
Now, are you doing this also, or is this just on me? I just have to. I have to.
No. I'm gonna do it too. That's why I said like it'll be like a good segment, you know. That's why I said. That's why I said no 10-minute thinking. That's why I said give it a whole week process.
Be prepared, guys. Next Sunday show will be early, also. Dig into this. All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out. Don't say the F word. Pro Wrestling Combat Sports Podcast. We do not use the F when we talk about professional wrestling. Don't let your friends use it either. Check us out tomorrow. We'll be here. Raw preview, 5 p.m. Superstation, Instagram. Those of you check us out, YouTube, Spotify, wherever, you should follow us on Instagram. That's where the live show happens. That's where we can talk about the plastic bag situation and probably not get edited out. So a better spot to be. You know, there's a lot of, can't do this on YouTube kind of thing. Joe, thank you. Thank you for making me figure out how Sting would be the third man. We'll see what I can come up with. We'll see what you come up with. And then we'll let the fans vote. Who booked the better story?
There you go.
All right. Joe, you enjoy your Sunday. I think your daughter is demanding your presence.
No, she on the iPad, so she's good now.
Great parenting. I wish I would have had an iPad to give to my kid.
Trust me, when Barry dies, you don't want to.
Always have a backup battery, Joe. Always have a backup battery. All right, everyone. Thank you for checking us out. We will see you tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow.